With the potential decline of the Warriors' dominance, attention is shifting to the uncertain future of the team and the opportunities that arise for the Spurs. If key players from the Warriors become available next season, the Spurs could see a chance to strengthen their roster. Since 2015, when the Warriors began their rise, the NBA landscape has largely been dominated by the San Francisco Bay team, who have won 4 Larry O'Brien trophies. The trio of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green has been the backbone of this dynasty, marking a successful era that now seems to be at a turning point. While the Warriors face uncertainties about their future, the Spurs could emerge as favorites to fill the void left by them. With the potential availability of some Warriors players in the transfer market, the Spurs have a unique opportunity to bolster their team. Since 2015, the Warriors have been virtually unbeatable, winning 4 NBA titles. The trio of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green has been the backbone of this dynasty. Now, with the Warriors' future in doubt, the Spurs may be well positioned to take the spotlight that was once occupied by the Golden State team. In what has been hailed as one of the most formidable dynasties in the annals of the league, 3 luminaries destined for the hallowed halls of the basketball pantheon forged an era that etched its mark deeply into the fabric of the 2010s. However, the year 2024 paints a portrait of imminent change, as the narrative of their collective supremacy approaches its denouement. The Warriors, once the paragon of dominance, now find themselves ensnared in the thorns of adversity after a season fraught with tribulation. Descending to the ignominious status of the 10th seed in the Western Conference, their campaign culminated in a harrowing defeat at the hands of the Sacramento Kings in the inaugural skirmish of the play-in tournament. The resonant echoes of their erstwhile ascendancy have begun to fade, ushering forth whispers of an impending dissolution of the bedrock upon which their empire was built. Amongst the stalwart pillars of this vaunted core, Klay Thompson emerges as the focal point of conjecture regarding potential departures. His recent season, characterized by statistical regressions, serves as a harbinger of change amid the backdrop of impending free agency. With an unyielding impasse looming between player and franchise, the specter of separation looms large, casting a shadow over the once unassailable unity. As the precipice of contractual uncertainty looms ever nearer, the inexorable march towards a crossroads beckons, wherein the erstwhile titans of the hardwood may find themselves irrevocably diverging upon divergent paths. The likelihood of Chris Paul's departure from the Golden State Warriors looms large, as the team is poised to waive him once the offseason commences. Despite showcasing commendable performance on the court even at the age of 38, his hefty $30 million contract poses a financial burden for another season. His departure signifies a strategic move by the Warriors to reallocate resources more efficiently, as they seek to bolster their roster with players who offer better value for money. While Paul's departure may evoke mixed feelings among fans, it underscores the pragmatic approach adopted by the franchise to optimize its roster composition and financial flexibility for the upcoming season. In the realm of potential suitors for Klay Thompson and Chris Paul, the San Antonio Spurs emerge as a compelling destination. The Spurs, cognizant of their imperative to fortify the supporting cast around their franchise cornerstone, Victor Wembanyama, recognize the invaluable contribution that seasoned veterans like Thompson and Paul can offer. Both players bring to the table a wealth of playoff experience, augmenting the Spurs roster with their diverse skill sets. Thompson's sharpshooting prowess and defensive tenacity complement Paul's playmaking abilities, addressing the areas of deficiency within the Spurs lineup. Their potential acquisition not only enhances the team's competitiveness but also underscores the Spurs' commitment to nurturing young talent while leveraging the wisdom and experience of seasoned veterans. Thompson's prowess on the offensive end may have waned since his prime All-Star days, yet his potential acquisition by the San Antonio Spurs could significantly uplift their lackluster three-point shooting statistics, which ranked among the NBA's worst last season. With limited shooters capable of creating spacing for rising star Wembanyama, the Spurs recognize the urgent need to bolster their perimeter threat. Thompson's reputation as one of the league's premier sharpshooters remains intact, regardless of his recent decline, offering a promising solution to San Antonio's shooting woes. While Thompson shares a long-standing bond with the Golden State Warriors, the financial considerations for both parties may render a continued partnership untenable. With the Spurs boasting a more substantial cap space compared to the Warriors, the potential contract offer extended to the 34-year-old Thompson could prove significantly more lucrative, potentially altering the trajectory of his career. Although Thompson may not warrant a maximum contract given his current performance level, the strategic calculus for the Spurs suggests that offering a contract approaching that value could yield dividends in the long run. His proficiency as a catch-and-shoot specialist from beyond the arc would complement Wembanyama's offensive arsenal, alleviating defensive pressure on the burgeoning rookie and fostering greater offensive fluidity for the Spurs. In the event loyalty takes precedence, Chris Paul emerges as a pragmatic alternative for the Spurs roster upgrade. As Chris Paul approaches the twilight of his illustrious career, the prospect of securing an NBA championship grows increasingly elusive with advancing age. While championship aspirations have long dominated Paul's career narrative, the pragmatic allure of a lucrative contract and the opportunity to mentor emerging talent beckons. Akin to his stint with the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2020, where Paul embraced a leadership role amidst a youthful roster, the seasoned point guard could replicate a similar mentorship dynamic with the Spurs. Despite a perceptible decline in statistical output, Paul's invaluable experience and leadership qualities make him a coveted asset for any team, including the San Antonio Spurs. While his scoring output may hover around modest double-digit figures, Paul's unrivaled playmaking acumen and basketball IQ represent precisely the attributes lacking in the Spurs' backcourt. San Antonio's offensive architecture sorely lacks a commanding presence in the guard position, capable of orchestrating quality plays and maximizing Wembanyama's potential. In Paul, the Spurs find an ideal conductor for their offensive symphony, whose symbiotic partnership with coach Greg Popovich promises a wealth of basketball wisdom and strategic acumen. Paul's decision hinges on a delicate balance between financial considerations and the opportunity to influence the trajectory of a burgeoning franchise. With a compelling contract offer and the allure of guiding Wembanyama's development, the prospect of donning the Spurs jersey warrants earnest consideration from the veteran point guard. As the future of the Golden State Warriors dynasty hangs in the balance, the San Antonio Spurs emerge as frontrunners in the pursuit of prospective free agents seeking greener pastures beyond Dub Nation.